Alright, there we go. Audio should be fixed. Thank you for letting notice that. Alright, so let's do this again. Commodore 8296, it's been on the bench for about a month now. It did not work at all when I received it. It was dead. We have replaced several logic chips. I have moved the PLAs to EEPROMs. I think I have put these in the right order. Can't figure out if it's the right order or not because there's really no documentation on this. However, I turn it on now, it does beep, so I'm pretty sure it's booting. It's still not initializing any of the video. I did try 2 or 3 different video controller chips. None of them seem to make a damn difference. So either I have a bunch of dead video controller chips, which wouldn't shock me one bit. I should put my phone on mute. Random people messaging me. Alright, so of course my desk is a mess. But I got several other stuff coming in that needs to be fixed, so I gotta get this thing off my bench. So what I'm gonna do tonight is we are going to got the logic analyzer already hooked up. What I'm gonna do next is I am going to go in and look at the code and see if it's running right. I need to change some of my pins around a little bit. I need to add the clock signal to the clock pin and switch to a state analysis. So we use this clock pin here, which is tangled in with all these other pins. The Fluke troubleshooter is hooked up, but unfortunately I do not actually need to use it anymore. But I'll leave it hooked up anyways. Alright, let's go into the logic analyzer software. Alright, do some magical screen flipping here. I only got one monitor, which kind of sucks. So let's see if I can get this to work right. There we go. Perfect. That worked. Now we need to add my little guys move around the screen. There we go. Alright, so what I got here is the... Alright, that works good. Just resize that. You can see that pretty good. Like that a little bit. Alright. So I already have this set up for Commodore. And what I need to do is I need to change the state to use the falling edge of clock 1. So clock 1 is currently set to pod A2 bit number 12. So I'm going to go ahead and use clock off the same pod. Find number 12. So I'm going to find, here's my clock pin, here's 12. I need to tie onto this guy here, so I'll do is I'll just double probe. There. Now we'll turn it on. Here, boot. Alright, go back to the logic analyzer software. Interesting, it's not updating. Let's see if I can fix that. Why is that not showing? Nope. Alright. This is lame. So I can't capture... I can capture that window and the other window. So let me just do this way. I'm just gonna have to do a screen capture, which is gonna suck because it's going to capture my whole window. It's gonna do that. Which is about as confusing as anything in the world. Right, it's down here. Alright, now I just minimize that. Bloop. There we go. Should be able to see this. I guess I'll need to work on adding my stream deck. Downfall is I will not be able to hear or see what you guys are chatting. What I can do is open it on my phone. And mute my phone. Mute the phone. Alright. It's a little delayed, but at least this way I can see you guys say something. So I added clock 1, or the clock input to board. So if I go into here, we're going to switch to state. Hope it doesn't blow away all my, and we're going to do on the falling edge of that. This one we don't care about. Okay, saved all my bus signaling. Whew. Move the trigger position back to the beginning. And I can capture 32 megs of data. Waiting for trigger. triggered. Waiting for trigger step 1. Alright, 32 megs of data capture is probably too much. If the music's too loud, please let me know. It's not that crazy EDM dance music stuff some of my viewers don't like. Alright, waveform. Alright, let's check my width. So this looks like it's working okay. So we're going to the trigger, and we're going to say, who's messaging me? Should probably mute the other computer. So we're going to trigger on, so step 1, if anything occurs one time, trigger and fill memory. Okay, well, how about I just move this back down to being, we should leave this at like 128K. $200 megahertz, yeah. Alright, what I really do want to trigger on is address FFFF. Address bus select equals FE to the start vector. Oh, there we go. Listing. Alright, so FFFE 42, FFF E4, which then jumps to E4 42. So it is in a reset loop. Only for the fact that once it resets, it shouldn't actually be resetting again. So the software is actually resetting. Interesting thing is you can see it's going 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, FF10, 1013, 1014, 101A6, 10A5, A4, and then it does a reset. Fortunately, I do not have a reverse compiler on here, so I can't actually look at the source code or the opcodes. They make software that will allow you to convert this to an opcode. Goes E4 to the kernel, 4.8, 8A, and jumps to 01A3. Yeah, this sucks. I don't have a reverse decompiler for this damn thing. I looked online for a decompilation of the kernel and no one has it. And I guess it could run it through a compiler. Decompiler. Or disassembler. I could also look for a 6502 assembly book. Let's just see if we can see if there's a loop. Here's what's interesting. So yeah, so this isn't right. This definitely is not right. So there's a reset vector. Loads the reset vector in. It's going through here. And then it jumps to, looks like FF00. And then just goes I think AA is no op. No op. Answer is EA. Well, that sucks. What's AA? AA is transfer A to X. That's basically no op. Then it hits for C. Let's see what 4C is. For C is absolute jump. So AAA for C, which basically says jump to DAC7 before, yeah, it's just, and now it's stuck in another loop. And then it hits FFF, so it's, and it repeats. Again, FC, C7DA, gets in a reboot. Alright, so I think I need to latch. I only care when sync is 1, I believe. 4C, C7, DA. So 1's an instruction, 0 is memory. DAC7 is B4. Let's look at B4. B4. 0 page to X. So that is going to load. So this is going to load 0 page. So it's going to take the next byte, which I think is, so it's a length of 2. So 0 page X, load Y. So basically load whatever the value is into X, and it's basically 2 bits, so it's basically going to be 00 and then whatever the next byte is. Next byte is 01. So as you can see here, it does a read of 0001. Value at 0001 is 00. Not sure what this guy is. Not sure why it would be reading 0011. Should then go back to DAC9. Alright, so it's doing the same thing here. DAC9 is 9402. So this is 94 and B4. They're both probably LDYs. There's B4. Nine four. STY. Store Y register. So what was 84? 84 was store Y register. Yeah, 84 or 94. Why would it be issuing a store Y right off the bat? So here's our start. FF is 42, E4, 42, 48, 8A. Was 48. Push the accumulator high? Why would you start off with a push?
This is that once in a
Alright. I wish this was the ROM disassembly of the kernel. Download my favorite hex file editor. Oh no, it's unknown. Yes, I accept the UELEA. There's the README. Always make sure you read the README. important. Alright. Here's our kernel file. So there's our reset vector, E442, which is not E4, E2 in this file. Need to minus 8FFFF5. So FFFF minus 3FFF. No, I did that wrong. C000. So it's E4 42 minus C000. 2442. Did I do that right? That's not right. E442. Let's do this. 3, there's all those A's. Yeah, so that's definitely not right. More A's. So if 3F, my brain is not functioning. If 3FFFE is FFFF, F0 would be 30. 20 would be E0. 24 would be E4. And 42. Yes. FE. Alright, now what I do is C9 FE. What am I actually reading? I'm not reading anything in here. Read E400. Read E401. FE. C9FE. F. C9FE. Alright. So, kernel is in the F block. The editor is in the E block. Right? Yes. Okay, so the kernel jumps to the editor, which is in UE8, which I think is this guy. Which sucky thing is, this is 2532s. I don't have any 2532s. I have 2732s. My 25 to 2732 adapters don't really fit in here. But you know what? Let's just try this. Pull the option ROM out. Enter drop, by the way. So pull up this guy, which has a broken leg. We're going to take my known edit ROM. One, two, 2, 4. 1, 2, 4, 5. Edit ROM. Probably just totally ruined that socket I put in there. Now I'm not getting beepy noises anymore. Read E400. Alright, still getting beepy noises. Did a reset. I know this is a stock editor. I don't know if I need to put this had the same paperclip. That's the other editor. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and look at my, let's see if anything else, let's see if the logic probe is showing any activity on the output pins. Still no output on the video chip. Alright, let's see what the, let me pull up this other editor. So this is the disassembly different version. Maybe it has the same input vectors. So we were saying E4 2F. Should really jump in the middle of this damn thing. Yeah, man, I'm gonna get in the hot tub, so go fuck yourself. There's your adult content. You missed the hot tub stream last night. Oh, I forgot to hit go live. Sorry. Who's gonna watch? You gonna watch? No, gonna watch. I got this really saucy adult music playing in the background. Probably goes along with one of those wonderful movies you're watching, like Hot Tub Time Machine 4. Where is BC anyways? He's been MIA. Alright, this kernel is jumping to E424. Or E44. Was it E? Damn it. Now you have me all sidetracked talking about E442. Right here. IRQ main. Yes. That's what we want to see. Well, this is definitely what I was running. Go over here. Waiting for trigger. Which is a good sign. Because it tells me it's not looping. I'm going to turn it off real quick. Turn it on real quick. There we go. Triggered. Sweet. That's going to be a nice clean boot. BC doesn't do Twitch. I think he did once. I think he randomly subs every now and then. All right. Let's look at the code. E424248. All right, so we can do this. Is we'll bring up this other window here, and we can compare it to what we see here. 48, 8A. So 148 writes 20. Then it's gonna go to E443, 8A, 48, 98. Obviously I'm not latching on the correct clock signal here. I'm missing random bytes. E443, E444, E445, E446, E447, .910, and then it goes reboots. Does it reboot again? jump to a reboot again. Alright, this might be a little easier than I thought it would be.
For me and for you, but I'm still stuck on you.
So it loads the value. So E448 is loading the value from (0104). I don't actually see it loading anything from 104. Yeah, I'm programming a sex bot. Its name is it's codenamed briefcase. There we go. No, this is a Commodore 8296, buddy. Aren't you familiar with a Commodore? Aren't you not a Commodore person? Billy humps a lot. No, it's not Billy's humps a lot. Billy humps a lot. I saw you invited me to that. No, I'm not going to that. Not at all. I know you're going to it because you said you're going to it. I know you're a big idol of him. I'm not going down that rabbit hole in this discussion on this Twitch feed, sir. Alright, what am I missing here? Keep getting sidetracked. So IRQ main. I don't think LDA V0104, X is working right. Let's see if that's even the same code in this thing. E448 BD. O4 E448. Yes, that's the same code. Wait a minute here. 01F9. No. What am I missing? Why would it be reading RAM? 0. And it was 16. There's not going to be 16. Then it should jump to the branch if equal to BE 452. Otherwise, so it's either going to block to jump to 9,000 or 9,200. 9,000 and 9,200 is an option 10 socket. I don't have anything in the option 10 socket. There's not even jumping there. Wait a minute. What the fuck is going on here? This music's too loud. It's distracting me. I'd like to thank all the musical artists out there to making sure that their audio levels are the same on all their songs. I don't know what the CBINV is. Alright, let's look at this opcode 6C. C is indirect jump. So it is going to jump to the 9,000 block. Not exactly sure why the address doesn't change to 9,000. This should say 9000. No, it should say 0092. That's right. Is it right? Damn it, is 6502 little Indian or big Indian? Little Indian. My 40-year-old. Yeah, I'm 40 years old. Thank you for noticing. I do look pretty handsome, don't I, for 40 years old? No, this is 40 years old. It's actually older than that. 1984. You need a haircut. Sir, I don't need this negative attacks from you. I like my hair being all scruffy, alright? Just because I haven't got a cut in like 2 years doesn't mean you gotta give me crap about my haircut. Alright, I think I need this other. I don't know why. Doesn't make. I don't understand why it's. This should be jumping to 9,000. Then basically starts counting up from 9,000. I don't know why it's going to. It's doing the same thing over and over and over again. Alright, let's put this high-res editor in here. You're older than me, you hippie. Call me a hippie. Don't you eat it like Cracker Barrel or something? Or like Sunny's or... I hate machine pin sockets. Shouldn't you be chasing kids off your lawn or something? Hey, you damn kids. So you didn't like Black Widow, huh? Stink man. So what other Disney movie am I Disney TV show am I missing? I just started watching Loki. Isn't there some other show that just came out that I haven't watched yet? When's the next Mandalorian coming out? Answer these questions, sir. $2023. You sure? When's the next Star Trek movie coming out? When's your favorite Discovery coming back out? I know you'd love Discovery. Sir, my viewers care. You need to give them quality programming. Discovery is worse than the Holocaust? I don't know about that. Oh man, that's rough, dude. That's rough. That's almost a bannable comment there. It ain't that bad. The Holocaust. That's not cool. Take that back. I mean, it might be worse than Beavis and Butthead, but I don't know about the Holocaust. That's pretty bad, man. Sir, I'd like to let you know that I have friends that affected. And Discovery was not that bad. So you're saying Discovery is better or worse than Jar Jar Binks? Alright, now that I've done stopped crying in the other room, picking on Jar Jar Binks like that. Know what Jar Jar Binks ever did to you. Well, that looks a little better. Still no damn video output. There's our loop again. Alright, I just installed HXD. Where did I put it at? Right here. Alright. That's right, old folk. You go to bed. You're old like that. Hello, Day Laughter. How are you this evening? Staying out of trouble? Stream labels aren't even running. What are you up to tonight? There's ain't it like your bedtime, 10 o'clock, or you go to bed at like 11? I don't remember. Yeah, I saw those. Look really sharp. It came out real well. The about ready. I got most of the parts in for my CNC rebuild, so that's gonna be a fun project. You want to come over and help? I know you do. Help me tear it all apart and build it back together. All right. Well. Yeah, I need to. I'm waiting for the. I'm waiting for the order shipment for the L brackets and hardware. Um, they're supposed to ship it out last. So I ordered it on the 21st of June. I told them not to ship until the week of, like the week before July 4th, so I could have it after the 4th of July. And now it's been 2 weeks after I told them to ship it, and it hasn't been shipped yet. Meanwhile, they're trying to find the other order they double shipped because they thought the other shipment was lost, and now they're giving me a ring around and trying to find this inventory that I never received. And it's funny because they tried to deliver it to my house while I was on vacation, and then they sent out another truck to pick it up, and I'm like, you never delivered it. And then the tracking number shows that it was never delivered, and now the tracking number shows that that shipment is lost. So, needless to say, T-Force, which is a Canadian company who now owns FedEx Freight and UPS Freight, destroyed UPS and FedEx Freight shipping. They're basically running it into the ground. Yeah, well, basically, T-Force has basically now monopolized the freight business, which I'm not sure how the FTC is even allowing it, but since it's not a U.S. company, I guess they don't need to worry about being a monopoly or something. I don't know. I mean, UPS Freight is still being operated as UPS Freight, but it's not actually UPS anymore. It's now T-Force. Yeah. I'm pretty sure they probably already own DHL too. Because then I ordered my pinball machine through Spooky. They shipped that via FedEx. But when I picked it up from the FedEx terminal, it had a T-Force shipping label on the side of it. When it said T-Force Freight. And T-Force Freight is definitely UPS and FedEx now. So it's like, so if you get a tracking number through FedEx Freight, you got to go through T-Force, and if you get a package through UPS Freight, you also got to go through. Yeah, I think those, like regular FedEx, that's not coming FedEx Freight. So that's coming like FedEx, regular FedEx. So shipping was all messed up today because of the whole downtown Tampa. And I think everything was jacked up because my mail didn't come till like 7 o'clock tonight. Which, like, I have never had mail come that late at night. I actually went in line and marked it all as missing, and then suddenly it all showed up. So it's like, yeah, I don't know what's going on at the post office. Who knows? Last history was Memphis. Yeah, you'll probably have it tomorrow. Tomorrow or when was the last time it was in Memphis? Was it yesterday or a week ago? That would be the issue. So, does it come in pieces? July 9th. That was Friday. Yeah, you should have it tomorrow. It's like FedEx Ground. You'll probably have it tomorrow. I thought the Prusa came assembled. Like it was like 4 screws to put it back together. Alright, so I'm clearly accessing the EEPROMs. Okay. Another RAM is working okay. I ain't getting shit on the video. So the only thing I can do very funny, Blue Frenzy. It's not cool, dude. Actually, it's the light. The light is actually shining and it's making me look like I have no hair. I will blame it on the light. Here, I'll fix that problem. Hang on. There. There we go. Now, you can't see my bald head. Now can you? You see this awesome hat. What are you doing tonight, Blue Frenzy? I saw you jump on at 5 o'clock, but I wasn't live. Oh, hold on. Maybe I need a different hat. So I can either be the Jester or so we have the Jester or the Wizard. Ah. So what should we go with? Jester or the Wizard? The Jester? Like the Jester? You don't like the Wizard? Don't like the Wizard hat? Problem with a Jester hat, it has this ringy bells that drive me nuts. Alright, Jester it is. Does it add content to the stream? Does it look better do I look better wearing a Jester hat while I'm trying to fix old ass electronics? Wizard mode. Wizard mode. Yes, this is wizard mode, but now I'm in Jester mode because I'm not actually doing anything here. Just a second. I'm staring at my computer. I'm staring at a webcam talking to 4 random people in there. Well, actually, not random. I know all 4 of you. We have my brother. We have a member of the Makerspace. We have 2 arcade collectors. So yeah. Back to this horrible thing. Well, it's not really horrible. It's actually pretty cool. It's not initializing video. Unfortunately, at this stage, I don't really know it's reading the EEPROMs correctly. The RAM is testing okay. It makes beeping noises when it turns on, which is a good thing. So the thing I can think of is either it's a bad video controller chip, which I've already replaced. I could hook up the logic analyzer to the input pins on the video controller chip, but the issue with the video controller chip is it actually shares the RAM from what I understand, but that contradicts what I'm seeing in the schematics. Alright, man. Enjoy your lurk. You just use apostrophe lurk. Puts you in lurk mode. I'm gonna look at this schematic for another half hour. So we have that's the red wire to the blue wire. Hello, House of Bamboo. Is that bamboo? House of Bamboo. Alright, what do we get? Shinobi T Offsec has followed. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. We were just talking about my CNC. About upgrading it. To plan on upgrading it to a larger 4x8. Thanks for the follow, House of Bamboo. Appreciate that, sir. And to think of it, like 2 weeks ago, I was like at 198 followers. I'm like, am I ever going to hit 200? And I'm like at 210 now. So, which is a big jump. So, CNC music. I could play some CNC Music Factory, but then I get my stream muted, and no one would hear me. So then I look at the VOD, and then I gotta export the VOD and upload it to YouTube, and then it's not on Twitch. But I need to grab some of my older ones off my other. I need to grab some of my older VODs and put them up on YouTube before they get deleted. I think I got like another week. So I gotta go through my old VODs and see which ones I want to export. As for your project Bamboo, yes, we could do. I can cut those out of PVC. You want to get probably 1/4-inch PVC panels. It's lightweight. Hey Malkaz, how's it going? Nice of you to join us. Not streaming tonight? I got my Jester hat. There was a vote. Everyone chose Jester hat. It was either the Jester hat or my wizard hat. And I'm not doing any wizardry. I'm not actually getting anything done at all here. I've gotten to the point where I've determined that Commodore 8296 sucks. Taking a basket case that didn't work at all. It's not booting, but it's not initializing the video. And I really don't understand these assembly language very well. My 65, I'm a little rusty on my 6502. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty good at every other language, but 6502 is a little rough. It's a little Edian processor. Not a big fan of it. 6800s, 8086s, super easy. I looked at the disassembly of the code, which I was looking at earlier. Why are we opening this? I only want to view it. Yeah, it's in Portuguese, you stupid computer. It's running this block of code okay. But I'm confused is because it says jump CBINV or jump CINV, and it is based on this command here, LDA 0104. So LDA is loading whatever is at memory address 104 into X, and then it's ANDing it with 16, and then branching to BE42 if equal. So a branch would mean the next address would be whatever this is, and then this is a jump, and this is an immediate jump. So it should be jumping to weird, it's actually jumping to RAM. But it never puts anything in RAM to run. So I'm completely baffled as to what it's doing. So if we go to, so this is the output of the logic analyzer. So here's the trigger of when it booted, when I turned it on. E2, E4, loads it, runs the E442, which is this block of code right here. You see 4A, 4A, 8A, 8A, and then it this is the actual executing that opcode, so it's going to memory address 01FC00. I don't even know what's at that address because it's booted at F. So nothing right now. RAM is not initialized. So why it's screwing with that, I don't know. Then it does E445, goes through here, again E4FB, which is the next one. Then it does 98FA, then it's the BA, BD, 0401, which then reads the value 01FD. I don't know where it gets 01FD from, based on the V014. I don't know. So it's trying to look over here, looking up opcode ED, and I don't see it. Am I not looking at that right? BD. Not VD, like venereal disease. Alright, BD's on this page twice. I told it to find it, but for some reason it's not going to it. BD, absolute X. So load accumulator. So syntax is LDA 44400X. So that is if you were writing in assembly. The output would be 8D, it would be 3 characters long, and it takes 4 plus clock cycles. So it's going to load whatever's at the next 2 bytes in this little endian. So even though this says 0401, it actually should be BD 0104 is how it reads it. BD 0401. No, it reads it just like that. But then you can see it's little endian 0. So it should read whatever's at 0104. But it's not. It's going to 01FD. I mean, it's not even going to 010. Like, it's not even reading the right address. So it's reading the right value from the bus, and I'm reading this directly at the CPU. This is why I'm baffled. It should not be. This should say 0104. This is 01FD. Then it goes to E4 4B, which is the next opcode, 2910. And then it's F003. Which is going to check. It's going to break if blah blah blah. Then it goes to E452. Which is C 9000, right? Which then should jump to 0090, which is RAM. So we went from a reset to jumping to RAM in 29 microseconds. There's nothing in fucking RAM. It just booted. Why would you be jumping to RAM? So the only thing I can think of is I'm looking at the IRQ matrix. The IRQ. The real question is I'm probably looking at the wrong damn thing. Where does the 6502 boot from? 6502 reset vector. All right. Y'all should go ahead and just call me an idiot. I'm looking at the IRQ vector. Fucking moron. Alright. Let's fix my thing over here. We need to look at... How about I look at the right goddamn thing? We need to look at the reset vector, which is FFFC. I don't want to look at the damn IRQ vector. Alright, so we hit OK. We turn the unit off. Hit play. It's going to start running. And I'll turn it on. Get some beepy beeps. Alright, there we go. Much better. Alright. Alright, there. I think this has histogram in here, maybe? It'd be cool if this had a histogram in it. So a histogram will show you... No, it doesn't have it. It'll show you... Oh yeah, you know, I keep pointing at this, and I just realized you guys can't see what I'm pointing at. So here, for those of you who've not seen the ball of wires I'm pointing at, this is, oh, that's not it. That's not it either. There's the ball of wires. So this is what we're fixing. And I like my broken video. This is what happens when you use a camcorder that does interlace. See, it's still pretty good picture, but it does a weird bars. It's not ghosting. It's just bars. Yes, choice of enlightenment. So yeah. So when you're trying to figure out why the IRQ keeps bouncing, or why it keeps resetting, and like, why does it keep resetting? It's not resetting, you're just looking at the IRQ. Which is a good sign. It tells you that the CPU section is definitely working. IRQ is trying to jump the RAM and run from RAM. Not sure why. I didn't write the source code. Maybe if someone wrote a C version of the disassembly, I could figure that out. Let's go back to Logic Analyzer View. Alright, so you can see, yeah, so the IRQ gets called a couple times. You can see the IRQ code being run up there. So here is the reset vector. 16 FD jumps to FD16, FD16, 18, 19, 1B, FC. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go through here and just kind of quickly look at this. This looks like a stack pointer. It looks like the stack is sitting at 1FFF. So this address 1FFFD1D. Possibly. Not sure. Then we're going to jump to E00. So it looks like we're definitely running code at E000. So the trick here is we don't know. So if we're looking at, we don't know if we're looking at the main logic code or if we're looking at a jump. So we have to pay attention to, like, if we're going through here and it gets an IRQ, it's going to push the address that it's currently at onto the stack and then it should jump to one of the FFFE or FFFC, FFFE, or so it's either going to be a non-maskable interrupt. So if we see an address of FFFA, FFFC, or FFFD, we got to know that, okay, it is going to do, it's doing an interrupt. The video, I don't know where, so let's go here. This is the other thing that's screwy is, so the 8296, the interesting thing about the Commodore 8296 is it has this really crazy memory map. So depending on what's in this control register, all these addresses can be moved around. So this is 128K RAM, but not all 128K RAM is accessible when only the first 64 is. And then the next 64 can be mapped over the top. So I believe this is the startups mode, but then you can resize. So you can take the kernel out of the equation. Like if you wrote this value here to the control register right here, you would basically go to this mode. But if you wrote this to the everything would be RAM, and you wouldn't have access to any of the ROMs again. So how this would work, so I like, very weird. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a RAM short 8000 because the screen RAM is always mapped at 8000. I never check the actual RAM. So I'm gonna do is a RAM test of the video RAM and see if the video RAM is actually working. So what I'm using is a Fluke microsystem troubleshooter. That's what this cable is here. It's basically emulating the CPU. It's actually not emulating the CPU. There's actually a 6502 inside the where's that button? I need to get this thing hooked up. It's very annoying. So this box here is got a 6502 inside it. It's actually got a CPU inside it, but it'll take control and emulate the 6502. Like right now I'm reading and writing and testing the RAM at 8000 to 8FFF, and it is verifying that that circuitry is working, and it's going to test it and do some tests, just like when you turn the computer on back in the day and it would count up the RAM, and RAM tests fine. So, which is actually a miracle that all the RAM on this board has tested okay. But it is not initializing the video. The reason why I say it's not initializing the video I get nothing coming out of the horizontal sync, vertical sync signals coming out of the 6545 processor, the video processor, the CRTC, this chip here. Nothing comes out of H-Sync or V-Sync. This chip is totally programmable, but here's the thing, is looking on the net, the documentation is pretty poor when it comes to writing to the 6545. We switch back over to here. It just says I/O. There's no actual like no one explains. Oh, yeah, CRT controllers at E880, which is weird. The screen memory is here, so CRT controllers at E880. So, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go over here. And I am going to do that. Alright, we're not. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit turn it off. That is the CRTC controller address right there. Start. Wait for it to get ready. It's armed. Turn it on. Alright. So it wrote a value to E880. Wrote 11. Then wrote 00 to E881. E881. OF 00. So it is writing to. So what we can do is I can take and hook up some more proby probes. Hook up some more proby probes. To the CRTC controller. Did I just lose my video? I think I lost my video. Where'd I go? I vanished. Oh no. I disappeared. I disappeared. So, what you can do is hook up another set of probes. It's like an EKG to the CRTC controller, which we just confirmed is actually being written to, but it's not doing crap. So it could be some of the support logic. So what we can do is we can verify. So the CRTC, I believe, is tied directly to the data bus. It just says D0 through D7, but technically that's not right because this is another reason this schematics look like crap. So this says D0 through D7 is labeled into the data bus going to the 6545. Right there. It says just D0 through D7, which is fine. However, let's go to the CPU. Data bus, then goes through a buffer, and then becomes BD7. BD means buffered data. So when looking at a schematic, if you see BD, that means it's buffered, and it usually goes through a 245 or a 244. So again, all the address buses are also buffered address. So there's your two. And these will be, your address bus will have 244s, and your data bus will have a 245. The reason why the data bus is a 245, it'll transmit and receive depending on the data direction. There's a data direction pin, which controls if it's being written or if it's being written, and that usually that's driven off of the read-write, which again is buffered. There's the RW coming off the CPU. It goes through a AND gate, or a not gate, sorry, inverter, and it becomes a buffered read-write. Buffered read-write. Have a good night, sir. See you on Dungeons and Dragons. Our RAM is buffered address. Then it uses MA. No idea where they're getting MA from. MA. What the fuck is MA? What the fuck is MA? Come on. There is no MA bus. Oh, MA is... Okay. MA actually comes off of... Okay, so MA is actually coming off of the 6545. And is... So that is... MA is the video RAM. Okay, alright. Now I'm getting in here a little bit. MA here, that's coming from the video controller chip. Goes into these 257s. These ones here are going to the CPU. So the 64K DRAM is multiplexed. So the 8296 was the first Commodore where it used the system, CPU, and the video controller both had access to the same RAM. So during VSync, the video controller chip would read the RAM, and then outside of VSync, the CPU would update the RAM. So the CPU would update the video RAM, and then on the next sync, the video controller would then read the RAM. So I tested the video RAMs. This circuitry here works fine, but I don't have a way to actually test it going to the the video controller chip, because the video controller address pins are not available for me to edit or to access. So what I need to do is, I still need to go back and I need to look at this read-write, these input pins, and see if they're doing something. So I'm just going to take the logic probe, and I'm just going to probe them. And see if they're doing something. Alright. Starting on... So pin 1, 2, 3, and 4. See, the other thing is this schematic was scanned probably in 1982 using or I don't know what this thing like who has the original schematics? Could you please rescan these so we could see them better? Everything's smushed together. Alright, so pin 1 is ground. Yep. Pin 2 is no clue. Pin 3 is no clue. Pin 4 down is... So these are all high. So these ones aren't doing anything. They're floating. So I'm just going to jump over here. I'm looking at 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. So I'm going to just look at those. Those are pretty easy to get to. Here's pin 20, that's 5 volts. 21. I got beeps. So that pin's actually doing something. That is the CRT clock signal. Pin 22 is doing something. That is the read and write. 23 is doing something. That is PI2. 24 is BA0, the buffered address 0. It's doing something. B5 is high. 25. Chip select. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a reset. If this one never goes low, this chip is never going to do anything with the signals. So I'm going to turn it off. It's definitely going to be low when it's off, so I'm going to turn it on. So it's pretty much stayed high, but I did see some activity. Oh. So it is trying to write. So the chip select seems to be working. But it's never actually writing anything else to it. So I'm going to swap this chip out with another one and see what happens. Maybe it's just a bad. Wish I had a way to test these. I don't have any Commodores that use a 6545. So these were bought on eBay. But they look brand new. The socket is pretty crusty in itself. So the next step is I'm just going to probably replace the socket. So that is vertical sync. Horizontal sync is low. Alright, so this one's actually doing something more than the other one was. So that is pin 1 on J7, which is video. That is V drive. And that's horizontal drive. I think we have a working computer. So let's. Bad chip. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over to the scope and see if I can get you on the scope view here. See if I can figure out a way so you can see the scope. This one? Scopey scope. Alright, Sorry, my bench is currently not really set up really well for this. Maybe one day when I make a partner and I have 1,000 subscribers, I can afford some cool setups for everyone to see everything. Alright, so this is the scope. And I'm going to go over here. So pin number 3. Which was just working a second ago. So there is the horizontal. 16.9 kilohertz. That's good. And that is the horizontal drive, which is kind of weird because it's kind of high. That is the vertical drive, and it is 50 hertz. And then this is video, which does look like video. So we have 3 good signals coming off of the video header. Trick now is how do we view them? How do we view them? So, I had a little box. A little box. Where are you hiding, little box? Snoopy. The cool thing is I have this monitor on the wall. And this monitor on the wall is capable of syncing at lower frequencies. And it takes TTL pretty good. So we will take this adapter cable I got, which basically adapts these little pins to that. But I think my problem there is the problem is this has the wrong gender. This was built for a DB9, and I need my other gender. All right. Oh, we have a problem. Houston, we have a problem. My cable be stuck. All right, got it out. Sorry about that, guys. I had to shake the monitor. I had to shake the screen. Just shake it, baby. All right. Ta-da! So red, green, blue. Now, keep in mind this is only one color. I don't remember which is ground on this thing. So I gotta look up the VGA pinout real quick. So 1, 2, and 3 are red, green, and blue. 1, 2, and 3. Oh, 1, 2, and 3. Yep, red, green, and blue. Which one's ground? Ground is going to be. There we go. 10. So that's ground. These are my sinks. Alright, ground wire. So, what I want to do is just make sure this is still working. Still working. Alright. So, ground wire on this bad boy is pin 7. We're going to use green for video. And then I'm just going to randomly pick horizontal, vertical. This probably isn't going to work. Turn the monitor on. Range, piece around. All right. So we are getting something. Exit. Menu. I will have it up here in a second here, so just So this is what we have up on the screen. Um, I'll turn it on. And does weird things. So it is typing some text out. Divide something and then it just does this. So let's see if I can get this. Fortunately, sorry. I need more cameras. Donations are welcome. There we go. That works. So what I can do here is do a RAM short of the video memory, and it should do that, which is, so it's definitely reading video RAM, but it looks like it's reading it corrupt like. So I'm thinking there's an issue with the buffer chips now. So see, that's indicative. See the bars in there? That's indicative of bad RAM. Now, that could also mean there's an issue with the EEPROM as well. The fact the CPU is able to access the video RAM just fine, but the video RAM is corrupt, indicates that there's actually an issue between the CRTC controller and the RAM, or the CRTC controller and the graphics chip, or the character generator. I have no way to read the character generator directly from the CPU, so this is just going to have to go. The interesting thing is I just wrote all that and it didn't clear it back out. So 8,000 is the first block on the screen. So depending on what I write there, so 8,000 00, write 8,001 could be 00. So if I write the RAM, it is actually updating the screen. It's right here. Just one little block. So if you keep an eye on that right there. I'm going to write to 8,000, write FF. So it gets changed to the two blocks. If I write to 8,000 do 00, I get the @ symbol. The cool thing is probably going to be the same as, so yes, 32 is 2. So it's using standard ASCII block. Space is quick. What's space in ASCII? So I just do a RAM long in 8,000. The fact it always has a bar in there, I'm going to go ahead and say it's an issue with this chip. Now, if this is this chip, I think it's going to be an issue with the address pins coming into this chip here. No. gonna have to think about this one. I would say it's indicative with bad character RAM, because it's the same on every single character. Every single one of them has this bar in it. So the fact the screen is dumping stars on the reboot might be because I have no keyboard hooked up to it. Do a restart, stop. See if I can catch what the screen says when I first turn it on. Divide something, I don't know what that says. This is clearly something stuck in RAM. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here, turn it off, and I'm going to take a picture of the screen right when it boots. Alright. It says question mark divide not device not present. So it is booting up saying device not present. Alright. That is a huge win. It is 11 o'clock. And I'm going to call it an evening. I don't need to look at the logic section anymore. I could try popping these chips back in here and see if it boosts with these. I'm going to put those back in here and see if we get the same outputs. Because those are the ones that came with this. Now that it doesn't pour it out the socket. That's what happens when you stick a SIP socket inside a freaking standard socket. It just pours out the pins. Alright, so it still works with the ROMs it came with. I'm going to leave those in there. I don't need to use these. Take those out. I don't think there's an issue with the CRTC controller. I think the reason it keeps dumping that is I think it's thinking there's a keyboard hooked up. I don't know which pin is the keyboard header. So see if it still says device not ready when I first turn it on. Alright, we gotta fix this video issue. Good thing it could be easy peasy. We'll verify the character generator ROM, make sure it works okay. I don't see Could give you like one of these pens coming out of the CPU could be bad. So, all right, guys, have a good night. Looks like my viewer count dropped off anyways. Not sure who's still out there. Who's still out there? Academy Impossible and Tyrant Thaxis is probably sleeping. Alright guys, have a good night.